This is a HeadGum podcast.
Happy Monday, November 21st, pre-Thanksgiving special, if I were you.
We got a lot to be thankful for. Frankly, I'm thankful for you and this podcast, buddy.
Thank you very much. I do appreciate it.
Thank you, which means you are thankful to me.
Okay, so it seems like you just said that for me to say thank you to you.
I appreciate your gratitude.
And I think the best thing I can give you is to not say thank you to you.
You already did.
I'll thank.
You said thank you. As I said,
I'll thank our listeners for tuning in every week. We really do appreciate it because without you guys, there is no show.
Yep. Play it back. Amir said thank you to me right after I said that I was appreciative of him. Thankful for you. You said thank you.
Cool.
That means you're thankful.
Do you think you are more important than the fans?
I think I'm more important than anything. I'm numero uno in my book.
And since the spirit is giving and thanks, we thought we could start this episode off not by promoting a specific sponsor, but by talking about certain companies, nonprofit organizations that seem to need our help now more than ever.
Yes, yes, yes.
A big thing that we're seeing online now is people in the wake of the election donating to companies that seem to need it now.
A lot of folks don't know what to do after the election. You guys might have been as depressed as we were, and now we're sort of looking to what are the little things we can do? How can we take action in a positive way, in a real way that can make us feel slightly better about our potential impending doom?
Money, honey.
Yeah, money talks.
Vote with your cash, honey.
Support things with your wallet, not just your Facebook posts, motherfuckers.
So I'm suggesting Planned Parenthood and the ACLU. You can donate not only as a one-time donation, but you can set up small, recurring monthly donations. That'll keep them going for the next at least 4 years, and will feel like not that big of a burden because you're only giving, $5, $20, $50, $80, $3,000 a month.
That's all, $3,000 a month. But I did this. I set up some recurring payments. They turns out they really do need money, so they make it pretty easy for you to set up these recurring payments. I did a couple, but two of the ones that I really liked were the Natural Resources Defense Council. So if you're concerned about global warming and you don't like the fact that the president called it a hoax, you can actually help the NRDC by making monthly donations. Also, the NAACP Legal Defense Fund is going to help support minorities' civil rights in our country with a president who has sort of a racist history. So they need some help too.
Yeah, and if you do donate, maybe tweet it at us. We'll retweet. We'll get the air of giving sort of circulating, percolating, moving around, spreading the joys, spreading the happiness, rebuilding, doing everything we can to help one relatively small step at a time. But every little bit helps, of course.
That's right.
And in lieu of donations, we're just going to keep podcasting. And we're going to ask you for money.
Oh.
And we want cash from you as well.
God, that's small. My God.
Why don't we get straight into this episode? We had fun, as always.
Things
as
got
always. Let's get into it.
If I were you, I know what I'd do. I'd write an email to a couple of Jews. Their hashtag dough. Their hashtag dough. And yeah, it might be true. They'll put your ass on blast, but they'll give you good advice and you'll remain anonymous. So yeah, you will. Oh yeah, you will. Whether it's Tinder or a problem with an ex-girlfriend, or you slip into the wrong hole while you're having sex. If it's global Reddit schemes that are legal yet so subtle, or you really broke the law, think you might be in some trouble. If you think that you need someone that's worth talking to, and you don't mind that they'll end up just mocking you. If this sounds like something that you need, then you know what to do. Send over your questions to If I Were You show at gmail.com.
Whoa. You ruined it.
Sorry.
You retroactively made it a bad song.
How?
See? See? That guy's name was Shri Tana. He's 22-year-old in Seattle. Doesn't have a music site to advertise. He's just in it for the love of the game.
Hell yeah.
He just wants a shout out.
Done.
Honestly, it's such a thrill for Shri for me to say his name.
Oh, you're so...
For Shri to hear me say Shri
self-congratulatory.
means he's a hero for a split second. Shri. And I'll keep giving it to him because I know how much he or Shri appreciates it. Whereas I don't
You're like a
care
guy
at
with
all.
a really tiny dick fucking something. Like, oh, I know you like it when I do that.
Shri. Thanks, Shri.
Thanks, man.
We appreciate it. What?
I
barely laughed at that really good joke.
It was, yeah.
This is If I Were You show. It's actually, no, this is If I Were You. Show is just what it is.
Of course.
This is If I Were You, the only advice podcast on the internet, hosted by me. I'm Shri.
And I'm Shri, too.
So today we're both sort of Shri of ourselves.
We're at least trolling Shri.
Who and he and Shri is Shri? No, I'm a
Shri and Shri make Shri.
What? What is that?
Shri and Shri makes 3, but instead of 3, I said Shri.
Oh, I see. What is that original quote, or did you make it up? Like
One,
blank and blank and blank.
You
make
and you
3.
and you and you and me makes 3.
Oh, what's that?
I've heard it before.
You and Shri makes Shri.
Yeah, it's something. I don't know. It's a thing.
That's awesome, dude.
Thanks, dude.
If you haven't watched them yet, we're making weekly shows on HeadGum. The series that we've sort of only made so far is Jeffrey the Dumbass, but who knows what the future holds.
Little known fact, Jeffrey writes and edits those videos.
So how dumbass can he be? You can watch
Turns out
those.
he's moderately capable.
Yeah, I took an IQ test, or I wanted to administer one with him, but I fucked it up, the moderating it. Like I gave him a kids menu instead.
Excuse you.
He still got a 140, which is fine.
Just passable.
Have you ever taken an IQ test?
I don't know if I've taken like a real one. I've definitely taken IQ tests online.
Yeah.
Like, are those real? Do I know my
That's
IQ?
the first question. And if you said yes, then you fail.
How do you actually learn your IQ?
Yeah. I did it on a fucking banner ad, and I did pretty freaking well.
We made a Jake and Amir about that, where you
Oh, yeah.
take an IQ test and
a
you're
banner
because
ad.
you got a really good score, but like really you're a dumbass because you were you paid the $50 for the certificate.
For the certificate of genius, you bish. We should just reshoot old Jake and Amir videos.
Not a bad idea.
Is it legal?
No,
Okay, that's
it's not
fine.
a legal idea either.
Why don't we reshoot other people's videos then?
Oh, we could just reshoot like A Few Good Men.
That's right. A table read of sorts. And that's what this podcast is. Jake and I read old-time Hollywood movie scripts from the early 90s.
Old-timey.
Yeah.
Very old-timey.
I'll be Colonel Jessup, the curmudgeonly old captain that ordered the ooh or diddy the code red.
And I'll be, Lieutenant Weinberg, the sniveling Jew.
And I, Daniel Caffey, the rogue ne'er-do-well attorney assigned to the case. Kind of hesitant at first, but finds himself in the role, trying to make up for, a misconnection with his dead father.
And I'll be a young Demi Moore. I
Not
forget
the
her name in
character.
film.
Joe.
Yeah.
Joe, get in the car.
Joe.
I want to put Jessup on the stand. And that's how it'll go. This, I think, is episode 246 of our podcast.
Not bad.
Crazy. 246. Each better than the last. What pressure? What pressure? Oh. No, we'll talk about shit later. Let's just get into it now.
Cool.
We have emails. The way it works is people will email us. They're in sticky situations, confused, scared, betrayed almost, that they don't have anybody else in the world to go to.
Frightened, alone, flabbergasted, frankly.
Fortunately for you guys, Jake and I are experts at everything. And so or at the very least, we're not experts at everything equally.
I'm the best there is at nothing.
Yeah, and I'm the worst at everything. Which one would you rather be? Let's talk about it during the break. These are real questions from real people. We usually choose 3 or 4 of our favorites. This week was kind of a mad dash. We're moving, we're scrambling. It's before Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Jake has been preparing a casserole for what feels like weeks. How's the casserole, by the way?
After weeks, I dropped the casserole. I must start anew.
So sometimes you bake stuff on 350 for like 2 hours. Jake has been baking it for 350 hours at 2 degrees.
Insane.
Which is so cold.
Yeah. And I had the casserole to start it. I got chickens to make the eggs. But before that, I had to go to Home Depot and build a chicken coop.
So it's an egg casserole.
Meticulously.
So
it's a noodle casserole. But you can't make noodles without a couple eggs.
Oh, egg noodle.
Egg noodle.
Casserole.
Oh, yeah.
You were proud of it, but you ruined it.
I dropped it.
And it was frozen.
Oh, very.
It shattered.
350 hours on 2 degrees.
It's called sous videing. So what we need right now, we're going to play... We're going to be playing some sort of game today.
Oh! I have been summoned.
The Game Boys.
Hello?
I just had to say the word game. I didn't even have to say... So every time I say it, you get sort of coming of sorts.
Say what?
I'm just saying whenever I say the word game.
Oh!
Okay, so
I don't understand.
You don't get it? It's so obvious that
No.
whenever I say a specific word, I don't want to say
What?
it now because you are so close to coming.
Of course. Always.
I was just saying that whenever I say the word G-A-M-E,
game.
so you can say it. It works.
I black out.
You can tickle yourself, evidently.
Game. Game. I am the Game Boy.
Game Boy is a character of sorts that arrives, explains the rules of a game, and then plays the game. It's a very poorly thought out mascot of sorts.
How dare you? I meticulously planned out the
Not
Game Boy,
unlike the casserole.
like the casserole. It is very casserole-esque.
Casserolean. And the way it works is that the Game Boy sometimes is it still J?
I missed it.
Searches. We do a search in our email, our Google inbox for a word, and we just choose a question at random.
If there's only one email in the box, the Game Boy wins the game.
Do you have a word to search our email box?
Let's do casserole.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Thanks.
Casserole.
0. How?
Not 0.
All right.
But I don't know if it's a question we've answered before.
Really?
Yeah. Oh, you know what this guy did, which I don't want to give him daps. He just copied and pasted the dictionary at the end of his email.
Yeah.
I don't want that's cheating. So there's no real casserole
You can just
email.
delete that email forever.
Oh, that's a good idea.
It's a nice way. It's a nice punishment.
And he doesn't know who he is.
Yeah, but everybody listening is like, I did that.
It was Shri, actually. It was attached to that theme
Thanks
song.
for the theme song, dude. Megaphone.
Wow, you're getting obscure. I like
you have
it.
to.
There's 2, but only one is a question.
Oh!
So
I won the game!
that's really good.
Thank you.
Megaphone writes, so I have this friend who is a disgusting eater. Seriously, every time he picks up food, he looks like Denethor 2 from Return of the King in the scene where chunks of meat and miscellaneous juices run down his beard and every bite sounds like a cow eating into a megaphone. Last time someone told him he was a gross eater, he broke down and cried, and I had to console him for 3 hours before he would cheer up. I feel like he needs to fix this if he's ever going to keep up a girl, but I don't know how to tell him. How should I break the news to him? This is kind of a question we answered recently.
Yeah, it seems like some people are just like sensitive to it.
Yeah, this and my coworker stinks. How do I tell him? It basically comes under the umbrella of how do I break bad news?
Yeah. Am I the bearer of bad news?
Yeah, do you usually do that? I usually just err on the side of dealing with things and I don't bring it up. I'm very non-confrontational.
No, I would never, ever
bring up the fact.
No. If anything, I would like eventually wait until I was close enough to make a joke about it.
Oh.
That'd be the most.
Well, I guess that's how we deal with any conflict is like we make a joke.
Yeah.
So like if you, let's say, parked where I park, I wouldn't be like, hey, this isn't okay. You have to move your car. I'd be like, oh, so are we switching parking spots now? Is that how it works? You park in my spot, I park in yours?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I say what I think in a matter that's obviously joking, but actually not.
Yeah, it's sort of trapping people because they can't you can't. What? Like, don't be an asshole. You're like, I'm not. I was kidding.
I was doing a bit where I was telling you exactly how I felt.
Yeah,
I've thrown it back at you. It's kind of a jokester's paradox because nobody likes it. And we're supposed
And
to use
nothing
our,
ever gets solved either.
we're supposed to use our sense of humor to better the world, but in fact, we're just adding more negativity to it, making people feel bad, sort of trolling people that don't necessarily deserve it. Nice. La 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 la.
I love that guy.
So if the show is called If I Were You, what would you do in this situation? I think we would make a passive aggressive, not a passive aggressive. What's it called? When you're obviously serious but you're joking. When you make a joke but it's something about serious, is it passive aggressive? No,
Sort of. I mean, well, I guess like it is passive aggressive to do.
Yeah, it's
but
jokey
the joke
aggressive.
is I don't know what you would call like the joke itself.
Yeah,
Like make fun of him a little bit.
maybe we can coin a term.
It feels also like this guy already got told he was a bad eater.
Yeah.
And he cried for 3 hours. Like he didn't want to just change it after that.
Yeah, you would think. So this is what you do: you make fun of him for that.
For crying for 3 hours.
So you're kind of a loser for that, and then the food thing is secondary.
Like, what did you say during the console thing? Like, oh, no, you're a great eater. You're meticulous. You're meticulous. You're perfectionist. If anything, you're a bad crier.
I wonder what the record is for crying, like openly. Like when I cry, which is so few and far between, it's like a quick little thing. Imagine crying for hours.
Yeah. No,
Can you have that much tears in you? At a certain point, you just tucker yourself out.
Yeah. But I don't like, crying is so therapeutic if you can get yourself to do it.
Yeah. For
Like-
you, crying is like pulling the trigger.
Oh, yeah.
On emotions.
Dude, if I like...
It's like, oh, I feel sad. I really got to... I saw you stick your index finger in your tear duct until tears came out. You're like, oh, I feel so much better.
There have been times where I was so fucking burnt up inside. I was like, I know I'll feel better if I can cry, and I couldn't do it.
Oh, that's interesting. Like, the tears sort of take the sadness out. They're a vehicle.
They it like exhausts you, and it feels like it's cathartic. It's nice.
And then you can convince yourself, you're like, I feel bad about this.
Right.
So is the lowest you've ever been when you felt so low, but you still couldn't bring yourself to cry?
Yeah, I think that probably is the lowest I've been in a while.
Yeah, it's like, oh God, I can't even feign sadness right now over something that I do feel bad about.
Oh yeah,
Double trouble.
But yeah, how do you want to coin a term? Sorry, for making fun of somebody lightheartedly, but to send a message for them to change.
Yeah, or not even that specific, but jokes that actually are, like what is that word phrase?
Call that ribbing.
Like, you joke about ribbing is sort of teasing though. This is every joke is the truth. What's that phrase? There's a little bit of truth in every joke.
Yeah.
So I want
Something
jokes
like
that it's like words, statements, sentences, sentiments that are delivered as a joke but are actually completely serious.
Oh, okay.
It's kind of like whoa, nice mustache, dude. Like half sarcasm almost.
Yeah, where you feel like the correct response is to defend your mustache, even though you did say, if you wrote it down, nice mustache.
Yeah, so if in a court stenographer, I can have the court stenographer read that back to you. Is another line in A Few Good Men. But other than that, what you're saying is
grave
aggressive.
danger. You said, is there any other kind?
That's a great movie. I should watch that tonight. Sentences that you say in a joking fashion that you're actually serious about. Mm-hmm. Truthy jokies or something. Real jokies. Tweet at us if you have any suggestions. I'm at Jake and Amir.
Yeah, you could just tweet it at Amir and he'll let me know what you guys
I'll
choose.
forward him the good ones. All right, let me search a question. Or let me search a word. I'll search appetizer.
Ooh, nice. Something leading up to the casserole.
Very good.
Oh, my casserole is so cold.
This might be a oneer.
Whoa.
Yeah, because the other ones are spam from BJ's restaurant. Again, the guy that attached the dictionary. Mm-hmm. Somebody forwarding me an essay that I wrote, which I guess he found digging up archives. And then this email, which is a question called Gluten Nonsense.
How? There's only one email that said appetizer?
Yeah.
Amazing.
Hey guys, a longtime fan and listener, and it seems like I have a problem of my own that I hope you can advise me on. One of my friends has had stomach issues her whole life, bloating and gas, and it recently occurred to her to try and go gluten-free to see if that helps at all. She claims she feels better and when she stays away from gluten, but there have recently been several scientific studies and articles that reveal that unless you have celiac disease, then having a gluten allergy or intolerance is a myth. I have sent her several of these articles and insisted that she get tested by a doctor, but she seemingly ignores my suggestions. She has become increasingly difficult about this and recently complained on a night out when everyone else tried to order appetizers that she would not be able to eat them. Yeah, appetizers. When we then had to change our order dramatically. She's also incredibly inconsistent. At happy hour a few nights ago, when it was just the two of us, she ordered a burger and ate it all with the bun. When I questioned her, she claimed she really just wanted one and was willing to make the sacrifice. A few days later, though, at a picnic, she whined about forgetting a gluten-free hamburger bun and was forced to eat her burger plain. She and her husband also brew beer that she now claims that she can't drink, and going out with her can be challenging. So, it almost seems like it's a social thing for her, as if going gluten-free is a cool thing to do. She claims that she would not have to be gluten-free, but never listens to what anyone has to say or goes to the doctor. What can I do to make her listen or convince her that her problem is clearly something else? It is really putting a damper on our friendship with the group.
I've read this question before.
Oh, really?
Is it in to answer?
It is marked as like decent.
Oh.
This is the same thing.
I love this question.
You gotta do the jokey, fakey, jokey, truthy joke.
I don't even think that's the answer here. I think this person cares way too much about what their friend fucking eats.
Oh, you're taking the friend side.
I'm just saying, I'm not taking any side. I'm just saying this doesn't matter at all.
Yeah, well, it matters to her because it's weighing on her because she goes out and then her friend is in a nasty attitude.
Yeah, well, fucking ignore that. The only thing I can sort of see is when the friend is like, well, we can't order those appetizers because I can't have them.
Yeah.
I would be like, well, then you don't have to eat them, but we agreed upon these appetizers.
Yeah.
Like the person that has the gluten allergy can't dictate the meal for everyone.
Right.
They have to be, they're excluded.
You live with vegans at home.
Oh, yeah.
How does that work out?
They're the fucking worst.
And I do complain, and I do bring it up.
And I mean, it was like
vegans or veggies.
My sisters and my mom
are a rotating.
They're like sometimes they're vegan, sometimes they're vegetarian. Occasionally, one person will like break and eat meat for a while, and then go
year.
back.
Yeah.
But it's never been a big deal in my house because people just keep their dietary like if they have a dietary preference, then they like my sisters will get together and they'll cook vegan and vegetarian food.
Right.
But nobody's ever said to like my dad and me and my brother like, "Hey, we can't eat chicken, so you guys aren't going to grill tonight."
Right.
Like, no, well, we are.
It's
you
funny how
guys can have veggie burgers.
It's split directly men and women in your house.
Yeah, that's true. There was a time when my brother was at least a vegetarian, and I was also a vegetarian for a few years.
Years?
Or at least maybe not 2, but at least a year.
Wow.
When I first moved to New York, I was vegetarian.
Oh yeah. What's up with that?
My girlfriend at the time was a vegetarian.
And there you have it.
Blood into me.
So you're saying just ignore this friend, whatever.
I just think if people have dietary preferences and or restrictions, then that's on them to figure out. And you can't announce to a table of people like, hey, we have to get non-gluten appetizers for everyone because one of us has a gluten allergy.
Or maybe she doesn't. I don't know. She won't see a doctor. And did you know you can't have a gluten allergy? That's celiac disease, which is a testable thing that she won't find out if she has.
Yeah, well, maybe she does have it. Also, sometimes I feel like doctors don't know everything about these brand new
diseases.
This shit. Yeah,
it is.
You hear those NPR podcasts all the time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I would also not bring it up because, again, dislike confrontation. Did you clean your shoes? They look very clean.
Yeah, I tossed them in the wash.
Oh, really?
Uh-huh.
Damn.
Damien.
Look at that. Damn, Damien. All right. Do you have a word?
Yeah, but I'm not really done talking about this gluten thing.
Oh, you want to keep going?
I don't know. What do you think, man?
I said I would. This is something you should probably bring up because it's bothering you, but at the same time, I wouldn't do that because I would just. I dislike confrontation more than I dislike the situation.
It is just funny. We can't move on, but it's so funny to me, like how much this person clearly cares about it. It's like they're watching like a hawk her every move.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
why'd you eat a burger just now?
Yeah.
And then like, oh, well, your husband, why are you guys brewing beer?
Yeah, you know what's going to happen?
Stay out of my life.
When it boils over, every single insert in her mind of this person eating glutens will, in the past 4 years, will just like burst out. Be like, because at my birthday party you had a cupcake, and then 2 weeks later you said you couldn't have anything, and then you've been brewing beer. So how does that work out?
Can you imagine this lady just getting like her sliding across a little document that's like, this is every time you had gluten in the last year.
Did your stomach hurt?
Yeah. Oh my God. So funny.
Yeah, I've been rummaging through your shit, and a lot of it is pretty solid stool, so I know it's not
I took
diarrhea.
a stool sample to a doctor, and turns out you do have celiac, so I apologize for keeping this journal.
But you're welcome. It's like when Trump said, Hillary started the birther movement, and I finished it, so you're welcome.
Oh, God damn it.
Yeah, sorry, President Trump.
President-elect. Barack Obama's still my president. Woohoo!
That's funny. Not my president, and then ... until January 20th. USA. US of A.
Dear me.
Do you have a word?
Fuck.
None.
Wow.
Or do you want to do the latest one with fuck?
Oh, that's a good idea.
Which was sent 2.5 hours ago.
Amazing.
All right. It's a lady's name.
I don't think we've given any fake names yet.
Well, I've just been using the word.
Oh.
But I feel bad calling this lady fuck. Fuchsia.
Fuchsia. That's a good word for the next round.
Longtime fan, first time being in a fantastically disastrous garbage fire. Yay! Let's get down to brass tacks. My boyfriend of 2 years and I are in the process of breaking up. It's mad complicated. He's German and I'm American, and we were planning to go to California, where I'm from, for Christmas and New Year's. We live in Germany. We've already gotten the tickets and planned things, and he's never been to the U.S., so this was going to be a big, amazing holiday together. Basically, my dilemma is which of these three things to do. 1. Ask him not to come, which would suck because of the money, etc. 2. He comes, but we are friends, which would be super fucking awkward. 3.
Nice.
He comes and we break up when he leaves to go back to Germany. I was already staying in the U.S. for an internship. Well, as you blokes can tell, I'm in a major come apart and need your guidance. I guess I'm not quite sure what to do, so any help you could provide would be greatly appreciated. Literally anything you can offer would be magically delightful right about now. Much love and thanks. Fuchsia.
Fuchsia. I like the way that email was written.
Yeah,
was
they
nice.
gave us options.
A come apart. We've heard that word before on here, right? Didn't we talk about it once?
Yeah, Middleditch really liked it.
Yeah, come apart. I love it. All right. I choose option A. Clearly,
Ask her
obviously,
not to come.
It's very easy.
Easy for you to say.
Yes.
You've been in this situation before. You know how hard it is, because when you're breaking up with someone, emotions are at an all-time high.
That's why they say breaking up is
What's that word? Easy to overcome, I believe.
Yeah.
Not that big of a deal
breaking up is fine.
to do. They say that breaking up is fine to do. Remember when
It does. It's going to be worse to come with him to the States.
Yeah, this is one of those things where it's easy in the short term to say, fine, you should come with me. It'll be fine. And then it'll ruin a trip. It'll ruin a trip.
Yeah,
You'll have
it will
this
be
trip.
awful. When he's here, it will be awful. It will be easy for the next few weeks because you will have made the easy decision and you don't have to deal with the consequences yet. But when you're dealing with the consequences, it will suck. So think about, even though I never do anything like this, think about the holiday and your trip, and you would much rather be here without your ex-boyfriend.
Yeah.
Or without some German kid posturing like he is your boyfriend for a few more weeks. Think about that part, not the hard conversation part. The best outcome.
That part. Yeah, it's a lot of another common theme is this is hard, so I'm just going to make it slightly worse for a longer time.
Yeah.
Kind of like my ankle. Well, not walking on it would fix it, but I don't want to do that for a month. Mm-hmm. So instead, I'll just be in pain forever.
Yeah. Isn't that weird?
I should just suck it up, fix it, condense the slight pain of 2 years into much inconvenience for 4 weeks.
You know what's annoying, though? I did that when I hurt my foot,
Yeah.
I was on crutches for 6 weeks during England and Iceland, seemingly sucking it up. And then I went off the crutches, and it still hurt. And now it still hurts 3 years later. So,
You know, it'd be a good superpower or something in the future is transferring pain. Have you ever thought of that idea?
yeah, I remember.
Like, let me show you how much this ankle hurts, and then I send it to you.
And then you wouldn't accept. Then you don't accept it back.
Yeah, and then you're like, all right, that does suck. Let me. Well, I got to go to
Where are
lunch.
you going? You're sprinting away.
See if you can catch me, sucker.
I think my brother asked me one time. It was like after my heel had been hurting for over 2 years. It's like, if you could, would you give me just half the pain so it would be slightly easier?
It's almost like he should offer. It's weird for you to say, you know what, man? I would give you half the pain.
Yeah, he offered like in a way that made me almost believe that he could do it.
He
serious?
phrased it like it was gonna happen.
I guess, sure, man. Could you take a little more than half?
Do you feel it every single day?
Some days are way worse than others.
And do you feel it every single step?
Some steps are way worse than others. No, it really is like,
If your pain went away, would you notice it instantly?
Oh, yeah.
First step, you'd be like, holy shit.
every step
something's
has a
different.
tiny little bit of pain. It's never like completely pain free. Then there are like times when if I am like walking all day, at the end of the day, it really hurts. Or if I'm walking on a hard surface for a long time, it'll really hurt. But then sometimes, like if I stretch it really well, and if I roll out, and if I do all of that stuff, and I usually do that, my first couple steps after stretching it for a long time are almost pain free.
Have you ever done physical therapy?
No, that's going to be the next step. Actually, I'm going to the podiatrist. our podcast is just the fucking foot and ankle podcast now.
God.
But I am going to go to physical therapy starting late November. My New Year's resolution was to be pain free.
Yeah.
And
Well, you have 4 weeks.
God damn it.
Get her done. All right. Let's take a break. Come back. Answer more questions with the Game Boy. Ta-da. BRB. Thank you to Seeso for sponsoring this episode. That's SEESO. The best thing that you could have possibly bought for $3.99. That's right, for just $3.99 a month. You can get access to their huge archive of comedy.
Yeah, and we know you guys like comedy because you're listening to the funniest podcast that there ever fucking was.
Jesus. That's awesome, dude. They have, God, so much stuff. They have literally every episode of SNL.
Yeah, so you guys like to laugh? You're listening to the best podcast of all fucking time. And you could also listen to SNL.
They also have 30 Rock, Parks and Rec, Saved by the Bell.
Saved by the Bell, not bad. This is the best show ever, but Saved by the Bell is a close numero dos.
My favorite show of all time, the UK Office. They have the entire Monty Python catalog. Guys, if you're a comedy nerd or just mildly interested in laughing, they have so much stuff for you. And then they also have some originals. For example, Bajillion Dollar Properties, which stars a bunch of funny people, including our friend Tim Baltz.
Love Tim.
Tim Baltz, one of the funniest people we know, as well as Paul F. Tompkins and a bunch of other funny people on this fake reality show about real estate. It's all on this one place, which is Seeso, and it's all for just $3.99 a month. And you can get 2 months free if you use the promo code IfIWereYou at checkout. That's Seeso.com, promo code IfIWereYou. You get the British shows, you get every episode of SNL, you get originals. I remember I used to have to watch Comedy Central and hope to God they played the Charles Barkley episode with Nirvana, and then maybe I got to see the Gap Girls once. If you're a youngster now, you can literally choose and watch every episode of SNL ever. When I say classic SNL, what's the first sketch that comes to your mind?
Chris Farley, Van Down by the River.
Oh, Matt Foley.
Yeah.
Gosh, I wonder how many of those they did. Anyway, it's all good. So thank you to Seeso for
Which one do
sponsoring
you
this
think
episode.
of?
I think of Gap Girls. I think of Opera Man, a lot of Kevin Nealon, Norm Macdonald, Weekend Update.
Sandler. Bye-bye.
Nice.
I think of David Spade and Helen Hunt saying bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
That's a good
This
one.
is you. This is me. Bye-bye. And then when Adam Sandler says, yeah, I'm going to kick your ass in the parking lot.
Bye-bye.
So I will see you later. Bye-bye. Again, all this at Seeso.com. Promo code IfIWereYou to get 2 months free. Support our sponsor. Support yourself. Laugh a little. Super affordable way to insert some comedy in your life. And if you want an affordable way to insert some custom-made tailor shirts and suits in your life,
Indochino.
Indochino.com measures your body and then provides you with a custom-fit suit that costs less and looks better than most suits you can possibly imagine.
Yeah, getting custom fit clothing is a fucking badass rich person thing to do that you get to do for cheaper with Indochino.
Our listeners get any premium Indochino suits for just $389 if you go to Indochino.com and enter code IFIWEREYOU at checkout.
Hell yeah.
Basically, you go to their website or drop by one of their 9 North American showrooms. You pick from the fabrics and patterns you want. You get customized options like lapels and pleats, jacket linings, and more. You submit your body measurements, then you relax and wait till they send you your custom suit. And again, if you use our promo code, IFIWEREYOU, at checkout, it's just $389.
That's a great price for a custom suit.
Yeah, I don't know when the last time I spent less than $500 for a suit that I still had to tailor.
Definitely.
So if you get one that's custom made for only $389 and free shipping, highly, highly recommend. If you have a wedding, a bar mitzvah, or maybe a funeral coming up.
Oh, if you've got a funeral coming up.
You gotta look sharp. You gotta look good.
Get a charcoal suit so you can wear it to all of those occasions.
That's really cool.
Thanks.
Indochino.com. Enter promo code IFIWEREYOU for just $389. Look better, y'all.
Be good.
Be good. Look better. Indochino.com. That's not their actual catchphrase.
Sure, of course not.
Let's get back to the app. And we have returned. HeadGum has a store now. We had shirts for a while and some water bottles in the office and
water bottles.
ideas for shirts, but we never really had a singular good place to see them all. Right now, if you go to headgum.com, there's a store tab, and if everything goes well, there should be water bottles on there. There should be HeadGum swag on there.
I got a HeadGum sweater.
And I think there should be some Yes Dudes shirt.
Oh, shit.
Yes, dude.
Yes, dude. We have a shirt, dude.
Finally, a shirt that says what we're all saying, which is yes, dude.
We should also get a That's Awesome Dude shirt.
That's good. That's good. I'd wear a That's Awesome Dude. I can wear a Yes
awesome,
Dude shirt.
Dude.
That's awesome, dude.
We should give all those profits to Jeffrey.
Well, whatever. He's a dumbass. He doesn't know the difference. Phone cases, stickers, a little bit of everything. So check out HeadGum. And then soon we're going to have some swag from all of our podcasters. But we're starting with our show and HeadGum generic for now. Actually, this hoodie is pretty dope.
Yeah, dude.
If you can wear a purple HeadGum hoodie, represent the
Does it have to be
brand.
purple?
Yeah, purple, seafoam green, slate gray,
Oh, very nice.
kangaroo pouch. It's soft. It's good. It's a hoodie. And it's all on headgum.com. And you can see the store from there. Should we talk about our Hawaii show?
We screwed the pooch, man.
Hawaii 5 show. We're finally going to the 50th state.
Dude.
Do you remember the specific dates? February.
That's February, but I don't know exactly.
We don't have the details yet.
Sorry.
But we'll get them. We'll get them to you as soon as possible. If you live in Honolulu, holy shit, our first show's in Hawaii. Every show, every trip feels like a fun vacation.
And this one's actually going to be a fun vacation.
Just me and you sipping Mai Tais on the beach.
Just, yeah, wearing leis and doing a haka.
Yeah, a haka. Well, not a haka, a hula. A hula haka.
Okay.
Hula haka, hula haka. I got the dates. February 17th and February 18th. Friday and Saturday.
Dope, dude. We gonna rage in Honolulu.
Though, yeah, I wonder I've never been to Hawaii as like a drinking adult. I've always gone on like family vacations there. I don't know what the nightlife is like in Hawaii.
I think they party.
Great. I'm in. Cool. Should we answer some more questions?
Yes.
Whose turn?
Yours, because I did fuck.
Stocks. Maybe somebody has some questions for us.
Yeah, I would love to let them know how I invest. How are your stocks doing these days?
I try not to check. Sometimes
How's that
good,
going for you?
Sometimes good, sometimes bad. At the end of the day, it's not money that I need right now, so I'm just going to ride with the market. It's not what you invest in, but when you invest, and as long as
you
I'm
invest with,
slowly entering the market, keeping my money active, making sure that my money
is
works
working
for me. That's right.
Oh, folks, Tesla is rebounding.
Oh no!
Oh yeah.
What's your number one stock tip? While I look,
I guess I'm a moron, so don't listen to me. But I think you maybe told me to invest in companies that you like. Mm-hmm. And I did that. And it's way more fun to watch because I'm like, oh, I'm watching Nike stock go up and I'm watching the Starbucks stock go up. And I know those companies and they're my friends.
And I'm helping them out because I'm buying shit.
Right. And I spend my money all the time there. So it's kind of nice that I'm making a little bit of cash.
There's too much. Here's a question about stocks. Okay. All right. There was a lot of spam about stocks, but this is a real one. Hey guys, we'll call this person Stoxy.
Nice.
It's Anastasia.
Oh, I like that.
Anastasia writes, just to jump into it without too much background, I'm a gay female college student living in the conservative Midwest. As you can probably guess, it's kind of hard to find other girls who might be interested in a relationship, and it's been a while since I've even started talking to another lesbian lady. Recently, what I can only assume is the gay goddess changed my fortunes. I met a girl through a mutual friend who is cute, funny, sweet, and definitely gay. We have tons in common, and there's clearly mutual attraction, etc. And long story short, we've been hanging out and texting quite a bit. I really like her, and there haven't been any red flags so far. Well, except for one thing. When she's texting, she insists on using rage faces. Yes, like the memes from 2010, the troll faces and whatnot. Instead of using emojis like a regular member of normal society, she constantly sends me images like this. They kind of look like pencil drawing, Ren and Stimpy, very extreme rage face
like even
emojis.
worse than Forever Alone guy.
Yeah.
Where's that Forever Alone guy?
I literally don't know what to do. I don't want to be a dick and tell her to change the way she texts because that feels super shallow, but it is extremely off-putting to see these weird relics of early internet on my phone, and would frankly be embarrassed if one of my friends of these faces saw one of these faces pop up while I was texting her. It's just strange. I don't want to say something wrong and ruin my chances with one of the only gay girls I have a shot with on campus, but I'm seriously off-put by this texting development. Do you guys put stock in how a potential love interest texts? Am I being a circle-jerking diva, or is it okay to be concerned with this kind of behavior? Love, Anastasia.
Anastasia. I have definitely been there where I was like, did not like the way somebody texts and it totally turned me off. But that was when I was not in the same situation where there might be only one person that I could hook up with.
Yeah, it seems like the beggars can't be choosers saying is very much so in play here.
Totally.
You spent the first paragraph complaining about how you can't find anyone, and then you said you thank the gay goddess for sending you someone awesome to you.
And then you said that you didn't like that person because of the way she texts.
Yeah, at a certain point, you have to prioritize what you see in a person. And between cool, homosexual, living in the Midwest, attractive,
hot,
and a lot of common interests, when you get down to how the emojis she used when she texts, seems like a pretty small issue.
Yeah. I also think, because I do understand, like, when you're flirting with someone and they do something that's super off-putting, it's just like,
oh no,
you can't really help it. But so I would say that people change up the way they text a lot. Like, I bet she's not going to stick with the rage faces forever. Like,
yeah, maybe
why don't you just start using something better, like just regular emojis or giffies or something? Like, see if you can drive the conversation away from the rage faces.
And if anything, it's a good sign because this person is being themselves. They're not acting on their best behavior. I feel like when I'm most into someone, I'm texting weird jokes, silly things, lots of emojis. I'm saying like bad jokes on purpose. I'm texting damn Daniel. I'm texting Oppa Gangnam Style.
God,
all floodgates are open.
There's definitely someone that is like,
yeah.
Been like, you know what? Never mind. This guy isn't as funny as I thought he was. He's doing side jokes.
That is true. But the person that is into it, it's like, oh, I'm myself around this person.
Right. That's sort of, yeah, you're right.
It's like a litmus test almost.
Yeah.
So this lady is Don't let her fail this litmus test.
You know what that is? Because I think that your damn Daniel inside jokes are the funniest too.
See? And if I hit
that
those
is the
from
truest version of you.
Oppa texting style.
I didn't think that anything would ever overtake Oppa Gangnam Style, but I think Damn Daniel did for a little bit.
Has it been a year since Damn Daniel?
No. It's only been like 2 weeks. It's just so inundated. Yeah, you think that it's been longer.
Yeah, when did the Damn Because I remember we were in our old house, so that's at least over 6 months ago. A 2016... let's see. A 2016 viral video. Wow, it has its own Wikipedia page. March 9th. So it's 8 months old.
Really cool.
Damn, Daniel, that's lasted a long time.
Damn, Daniel, you stayed super relevant.
Jesus, Daniel. I had no idea it had this staying power,
I'm
Daniel.
so proud of you, Daniel. I mean, damn, Daniel.
Wow, the person who did it, Daniel himself, was born on 9/11/2001.
What? That's such a lie. Yeah, it's a lie.
April 4th, 2001. But still, they are young. The 9/11 thing was a weird thing I added. Actually, I can edit the Wikipedia page. Damn, Daniel, you were born on a really dark day in American history, Daniel.
Thanks for spreading your light, Daniel.
Back at it again with the white... I'll stop.
There you go.
So anyway...
It's funny you stopped there. I can't take it too far. I've only made 3 9/11 jokes.
Damn, Daniel, I shouldn't make the 4th. Let it go.
Let it go.
Let it go. It's not that big of a deal. Rage faces. Actually, I might send this rage face to somebody today.
That's a fun idea.
Sort of test the waters. What is this thing? I bet there's a lot of people who don't know what it is.
I had no idea what it is.
But now that I see it, it's sort of familiar. It's like a Reddit thing. It's a meme. All right. Do you have a question or something to search?
Yes.
This might be the last question.
Oh my God.
Let's make it count.
Tigress.
Oh, so specific. Nope. Nothing.
Tiger.
Tiger. How do you spell that?
Tiger.
No, I think it's a Y.
No.
Yes, I do. A lot of questions. I'll give you 3 subject titles. Ready?
Okay.
Kim Jong slutbag.
Huh.
Will I get ditched for a nude? And stop the music.
God, I guess Kim Jong slutbag is the most compelling. But I do
afraid
want to say it like, will I get ditched for a nude? But whatever.
Ooh, another lady. We keep finding the Game Boy.
The Game Boy is not as sexist as the other hosts.
So what did you search for this?
Tiger.
Oh, yeah. Tigress writes, but I digress.
Very nice.
So I'm an illustration student, and this summer, while I'm looking for work, I've been doing some commissioned portraits on the side. Nothing too expensive, just some extra video game money, and I find it to be really good drawing practice. Last month, this girl who used to bully me in high school for being fat messaged me on Facebook and said she wants a portrait of her. Now, I'm not one to hold grudges or anything. High school was a while ago, and I have moved on, so I agreed. Once I said yes, she started stipulating and had all these super weird conditions for the painting. First, she absolutely had to be painted in person because she loves the attention of someone drawing her. Second, she wanted to be painted lying on a tiger skin rug. And naked with a really serious face, like some mix of a porn star and a North Korean dictator. I really, really didn't want to do this, so to get out of it, I told her I usually only paint people on my computer, and from reference, she offered to pay me 3 times as much as what I wanted to get the charge initially. Oh, sorry, 3 times as much as I was going to charge initially. I thought she was fucking with me, but then she sent me the money through PayPal as a gesture of good faith. I have no idea how to get out of this now, and I can't really afford to turn down $600 when I'm up to my eyeballs in student debt. But I really don't want to draw this psychotic bitch naked, and I especially don't want to do it if it's all part of some kind of weird ego boost for her after how she treated me for 6 years of my life. What should I do? Wow, what an interesting question. to have found?
I guess
What would you do, basically? Let's start there.
I would do it.
would
What
paint
better
it.
way to get back at this person than to help them waste $600 on a dumbass painting?
Oh, wow. What if you... Okay, I like that as a start. What if you paint her a little worse? So you'd be like, yeah, get naked. And they're like, all right, I want to draw some, like, you know how your back skin is greasy, so I want to get the shine just right.
Yeah, but then she's no
Give her
better.
little complexes.
But then she's no better than the bully.
Well, when you go low, they go. When they go low, you go lower still.
You go underground.
It's called fighting in the trenches,
They go low, you go underneath them.
and further still until we're all in the core of the earth, burning alive. So that's one way to get back at her. In case you're worried about making sure that you're not taking it from somebody who bullied you, you can sort of fuck her again. Fuck her just as hard as she fucked you. Why 6 years of my life? I thought she was a high school bully.
Yeah, I guess maybe their high school started in 7th grade. It was like 7 through 12 or something.
So you would do it.
Yeah, I mean, it sounds hot to me. So, like, I want to do it just so I can, like,
Well, in your version, it would be you painting a bully male naked on a tiger skin rug.
Oh, right. So I'm not looking at, like, this hot bully who's mean to people, like, totally naked on a tiger skin rug. It's
Hot
like,
bully is a funny porn search.
hot bully.
Yeah.
There's definitely porn for that.
It's like dominatrix, but like
Yeah,
just like wedgies
femdom.
and shit.
Right. Oh, for sure. They have, like, giantess porn where, like, the girl crushes you with her ass and stuff.
Yeah, you are squeezing your balls right now.
I'm jerking off right now.
Which I shouldn't say that's unique to the question we're answering.
Right. No, I know. I always do this.
Yeah.
I guess, yeah. I mean, if I made money from drawing and somebody I hated wanted me to draw them, but if I needed the money, I don't think I'm so proud that I wouldn't do it.
Just do it. Just do it. At the very least, it'll add something to your portfolio. It'll move your quote up. Now you could start charging $600 and be like, $600? Who gives you $600? Like, oh, you know that hot bully that used to terrorize me? Yeah, I made this.
Yeah.
Oh,
Living well is the best revenge. I think I've been in some sort of a similar situation to this, and I found that it was, like, a little bit empowering to really not hold a grudge and to treat that person just like I would treat anyone. And it's kind of nice, and especially if this person is like, you are sort of in the power position here. They really want a favor from you. They want to pay you money.
ooh, this was sent.
We're in the money.
This was sent a couple months ago. I'm going to reply and see if we can get the photo.
The picture, not the photo, not a photo of the naked girl on the tiger, right?
No, I want to see a photo of the painting.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I want to see it. Maybe we could put it on the website if it comes up. All right, that's it. The Game Boy's out. Goodbye, Game Boy. Back to your attic.
Oh,
He's trying to do he's shrinking somehow. Yeah, he's the size of a little, I don't know, figurine.
he's a figurine.
If you have your own questions or your own theme song submissions, that email address for everything is ifiwereyoushow@gmail.com. Thanks for listening. Thanks for spreading the word. Do you remember who made the opening theme song?
Shri
ain't going nowhere.
She ain't.
Oh, this one, the outro is Blink-182 cover.
Dude, that should have been the intro.
Well, I wanted to explain what it was, and then it's also a little bit long.
Oh.
So it's a nice outro song. Blink-182 cover from Josh No Joshua.
Special song. This one is from Take Off Your Pants and Jacket, one of Blink-182's lesser-known albums.
Oh, yeah,
but
this is a guy that
still-
we've done before. So it is SoundCloud Josh No Joshua. This one is the Stay Together for the Kids parody called Stay Together for the Jews. This is not what we've played before, right?
No. I
Okay,
don't remember.
So thanks, Josh No Joshua, on SoundCloud and Instagram. Thanks to you guys for listening. We'll be back after Thanksgiving. Oh, have a good holiday. Have a good turkey day. Don't eat too much.
Wait, this is coming after Thanksgiving?
This will be the Monday before Thanksgiving.
Oh, right.
So we're saying in advance of Thanksgiving.
Sorry, we're recording this in May of 2019,
So it's
like
hard
to remember.
Yeah, we're recording this from the future. Back to the future. All right, let's get out of here. Bye.
So is your life going poor in a situation you can't ignore? You've got a problem, you can't solve it, it makes no sense at all. promise you I'll laugh all night listening to. If I were you, it's a podcast that's so damn HeadGum. These two buds will probably make fun of you. We'll give advice too, you gotta believe we do. They're alright.
That was a HeadGum podcast.